Silence.
All right.
But we'll start with Derek here for top singles of 2020. I know Derek doesn't have any honorable mentions, so Derek, give us your number 5 single of 2020.
Number 5 single of 2020 is House of Glass by ERAN.
Ooh.
To me, it's a thinking man song.
It
the
is.
polyrhythms and the drums on that
is
song.
Not anything that I like.
That's not. See, that's where Rich and I differ dramatically.
I'm not a thinking man.
Yeah, so the polyrhythms in the song, the drumming is just relentless through the whole song. I like the groove to it. I mean, I really enjoyed that song.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I listen, man. I didn't mind it. I think I preferred Snowblood more from those two ERA singles.
Maybe that
like
shows
you
up
said,
in my list. Who
like
knows?
it's like you said though. It's a thinking man song, and I was just like, this is just too
Love
much.
it.
That's why I like it.
Progcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my number 5 is Captives, Falling Apart.
I'm falling apart.
Interesting.
It's a great song.
So man,
I mean,
there's a lot of good songs, but I just have to go with the ones that have repeatability for me.
it's got that song has a very good hook too.
Oh,
and the chorus. The
yeah.
chorus in that is phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, it doesn't offer the sonic nature that I look for, but I know that that's what you gravitate toward. So I totally.
I mean,
get it.
listen. I mean, the chorus in the upcoming song. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a ballad.
I do have an honorable mention. I want to touch on it real quick.
Of course.
Do you have do you have one?
I do.
Okay, tell us.
So my 2 honorable mentions are.
2.
I have 2.
Oh, you gotta take one for Derek.
Okay.
Yeah. So which one
So-
is mine?
It doesn't matter. Landmarks, Lost in a Wave.
Okay.
Now I know it's on an album, right?
Oh, so
no,
that
but
doesn't-
the album's not out yet.
Not out. Okay, so that's
So
one.
that's
This
good,
other
yeah.
one, the album is out now, but I loved it as a single, and I
Okay.
definitely
it's not
think
in the top 5, so
It's not.
you can.
Within the Ruins, Black Heart.
Okay.
Okay.
There.
Okay. Then my number 5 right now is Captives.
I'll
Falling
take
Apart.
the Within the Ruins one.
Okay.
Okay.
So my honorable mention is actually one that at first listen when we reacted to it, I was like, it's okay. But then when I went back and listened to it a bunch more, especially in the car, I was like, damn, this song hits. I still am not a huge fan of the mix, but my honorable mention for top single of
Let it out.
2020
Let it out.
Come on.
is Pray by I the Breather.
Okay.
Man, that song was just genty. It was chunky.
It's weird. Like that, they didn't even come into my mind frame thinking about
Dude, like
top singles.
The drops in that in the car are massive. The mix leaves a little bit to be desired, but the drops do hit. But anyways, let's get into the top 5.
What is your number
what is
5,
number
Rich?
5?
Give us your number 5.
Number 5. This is a song.
Just tell us number 5.
No. This is a song for me that has a ton of replayability. It's in the Core 100. It's actually a reaction video that we did, but we collaborated with Metal Burb that is Envision's Gold
I knew
Blooded.
Yeah.
that was gonna be in your top 5. I thought
I
it was
knew
gonna be in your top 3, actually.
Okay, yeah, I really.
You were obsessed with that song.
You were obsessed with Envisions as well.
I
Yeah,
love
for
it. They
weeks.
won our metalcore
Yeah, I
bracket
know. Yeah, I
on
watched it,
Twitch.
yeah, yeah.
We had a metalcore madness bracket. Envisions took home the title. I bought some merch from them and gave it to a random viewer. And man, I love this song. This song has everything that I love. It has the fast paced like vocals. It has a cool chorus. The drops are sick. I just cannot get enough of Envision's Gold Blooded. Derek, what is your number 4 single?
We've already talked about it. Silent Planet trilogy.
Okay.
That song is phenomenal. I mean, I'm excited to see what they're going to do off of that single. So,
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I can't follow you. I think
Yeah.
Silent Planet is just, I mean, it's just a sick song.
It is, yeah.
So I'm going to catch some crap for this one because there's some arguability of whether or not it's actually on an EP or it was a single, but it's going to be The Gloom in the Corner, Warfare.
Oh.
Because it was released as a single. If you go on Spotify, it's a single.
I'll allow that because it's off an EP.
They
Cop
released them.
Cop out.
It's hey, they got
That
it.
song's amazing though. So
Listen, I'm taking it as a single. It's in a gray area, but it's my number 4. That song is incredible. And
Okay.
yeah,
I'll let it pass
I'm
because
taking it.
I have
Well, at
no,
least it was in 2020, and I wasn't listing choruses in 2019. So it's in the same year. I get it. Gloom in the Corner, Warfare, number 4.
all right, Rich.
My number 4 is a song that we recently reacted to, and I was absolutely blown away. I think Adam was into it, but he definitely, obviously, probably didn't like it as much as I did. I thought that it had the groove to it. It had insane riffage. That is Cane Hill, Power of the High.
We're gonna open our eyes. Manifest the power.
Man, this song just hit hard. It was groovy. It had like that riff reminiscent of Wage War of the River.
Okay, yep.
Oh yeah, didn't you play that for us too? Like back like that, then the Cane Hill song.
I did, and it sounded
Okay.
sort of familiar, but it wasn't as close as I thought. But and then just the it like the riffage was just crazy, and I loved that track, man. I cannot get over that track. I listen to that very frequently. Derek,
Number 3.
number 3.
Number 3 for me was Crystal Lake, Watch Me Burn.
Okay. All
I
right.
really like them, so they had to sneak in there. I like that song more than Disobey, but that breakdown. To
Oh,
Disobey.
now that I disagree.
Well, see,
with.
that's why this is where we differ. This is why our musical tastes are very different.
I'm gonna disobey that notion you just
Okay.
made.
And
Hold
we'll
on.
go on.
Disobey that notion. Hold on. Let me tell that again. Derek, I am gonna disobey that notion. Okay. Go ahead, Adam.
I thought it was going to be another one, but that's okay.
All right.
Your number 3 single.
My number 3 single. It's My Boys in Italy from the Wind Covenant with Damnation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
Okay. Well, do you
took
want
it.
to elaborate? You want to fill us in on why that's number? I mean, this is number 3. Okay.
It just, I mean, I listened to that song for probably a solid month. At least half the plays on that, whatever, the 80,000 that's got is probably me.
You really like the high pitched chorus.
I do, and
vocals.
I really like the genty airiness that song brings. Even their other single, Eternal, is it Eternal?
Yeah.
Yeah, was like that as well. And I just, that's music written for me. So I really gravitate towards that, and I loved that song.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So yeah, it's kind of weird. A lot of my, if you went and looked at like the Spotify listeners on a lot of the bands that I'm talking about,
Yeah.
they're low. Like they're not giant bands.
And that's fine. That's the cool thing about this too. That hopefully some people discover some new bands and they want to check them out too, and they love them as well.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me is one that Derek has already mentioned: Silent Planet Trilogy. I love
You
this
guys,
song,
you're too mainstream.
but it came.
I like the top 10 bands.
This came out at the
The
beginning.
underground
of the year.
king over here, Adam.
I know,
If it's
right?
got more than 10,000 monthly listeners, you're too big for me. Get out of here.
This song came out at the beginning of this year, man, and it has stuck with me. That breakdown at the end is just so sick. The chorus is short, sweet, and to the point. It's so good. I love Silent Planet. I love this band, and I can't wait for them next year. As you heard in my top bands for 2021, Silent Planet, number 3.
Yeah, you copied Derek.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Yeah, I saw his list. And I was
That's
like,
that's the bad part about going last is you're copying everybody else.
I'm just like, that's
I like that.
Silent Planet. Yeah. All right, Derek, number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Snowblood.
By Era.
Right, that's
So 2 Era songs in the top 5.
yeah. Like I said, they're my favorite metalcore band. I got to throw them in there. Both those singles, I was very much looking forward to. I was very disappointed that I had to wait, I think, 4 days for the reaction for Snowblood to listen to it, and it was killing me. It's
That's right, because you did the reaction with us. That's right.
for
Yeah.
that one, and I was very. It was bad.
Yeah.
But then when I heard it, like I've listened to it many times, I do like it a lot more than House of Glass, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I put House of Glass number 5, but
Right.
just that whole song, it's everything that I wanted in an Era song.
I did like Snowblood a lot.
That was the one with the really fast.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Adam, you're number 2. And now, is this a band with less or more than 5,000
I don't know.
listeners
Let me
on
look.
Spotify?
Let me look at my paper. I wrote down the Spotify listeners on there as well.
Oh, this is easy. Spirit Box, Holy Roller.
Wow.
Whoa,
Okay.
okay.
All right.
That song, I don't know. It hit, man. It was such a simple song.
Yeah.
And it just grooved so hard. And I think because I heard the song at the same time we saw the video for the first time, right?
Yes.
So I think the combination of the two sold me initially.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that was a pretty decent song. The video was sick. So then I,
Right.
like I do, listen to it in the car, and it translated really well. And I grooved that song
A lot. Yeah.
and I still do. And Mike, if you're watching this, it was the inspiration for one of our riffs in the next song.
Hey,
actually, just the intro riff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with you, man. I think Holy Roller is a sick track.
Yeah. And when he was on the podcast, he did say that they wrote that song as a joke.
Yeah,
in
they
the
kind of just
studio.
wrote it in passing. And, yeah.
I say joke, but it wasn't meant to be a quote serious song, and it's a banger.
Hey.
What do you got, Rich? Number 2. I know you're itching. You're like, Adam, shut up. I just want to tell everybody what my number 2 is.
My
Tell
number
us.
2. My number 2 track is from my number 1 band I'm looking forward to in 2021. That is "Lost in a Wave" by Landmarks.
I can breathe, I'm suffocating.
Wow.
I love this. So first of all, right, when it starts off with that grungy open. I'm kind of like, okay, where is this going? And then from there, it's just, I can't remember exactly what the lyric is, but he's like, I can't breathe, I'm suffocating. Dun, dun, dun. It's just like, it has everything that I love, and it's just a sick song, man. Like it drops, it hits. Like, I cannot get over listening to that song. It is very high up on the Core 100 playlist, and it will stay there for a long time.
I think that song is a good song.
Yeah, you had it in your top 5, right?
It was an honorable mention.
mention.
It was an honorable mention, and I have to say that song turned me off really quick with that first riff.
Yeah, the grungy.
That grungy riff, I'm like, this is going to be some new metal junk, and then they just, like, blew me away with that song. Again, the only time I haven't had, that's a newer song we were just reacted to, so it hasn't had that, it didn't have the initial impact to me, that would make it in my top 5. That's why it was an honorable mention.
All right, we're going to get to our number 1 picks now.
All right, Derek.
Mine was Holy Roller.
Oh!
Reason being, there's a bunch of different reasons. Obviously, the song's amazing, but it opened my eyes up to a different genre of metal. It influenced us in a song. It definitely did.
Yeah.
I mean, from there, that was the first time I actually ever heard them. So then I went and I checked out their back catalog and was very impressed.
Yeah, it's good.
And yeah, I mean, I think what it did for the metal community as well, I think that should take into account. I mean, because it definitely did in a bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, it captivated everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it came out of nowhere.
And then they
was
did
it,
that
yeah.
Reimagine with Roy,
With
Rio.
Rio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love
mean,
that. Yeah,
I like
Rio's
the original better.
I
Yeah, I
like
do
the-
too,
yeah.
but Rio's vocals on that fit perfectly. Rio is one of my favorite screamers.
But anyways, Adam, you're a number one. You're a number one single.
My number one single is Novelists, Lost Cause.
I can't deny that all I know is losing control. You know I can't keep going on this satisfaction.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
That took him by storm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think I've loved Novelists for a while actually. And I'm shitty with the album names and stuff like that, but it had Antares on it, had Gravity on it, it had it starts with a V, but anyways, it had I think it was their debut album, and I've been listening to them since then, and I kind of fell off. They released something late last year, and they had a really cool song called I don't know if it's C'est la Vie. Anyways, but it was
Something
really
like
good.
that, yeah.
But anyways, this single basically, I went back to their original catalog and it just kind of reinvigorated them for me, and yeah, I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a great
Yeah.
song.
It's a great song, and the guitar work is sick. I mean, it's not just the chorus for me. I mean, it's just the structure they do.
In the breakdown.
Yeah, Flo's guitar work is just so good. I did notice though, I listened to the whole catalog the last this last weekend, and he definitely has a style that he plays, but I think he does a really good job of switching it up so that everything doesn't sound similar. But
Right.
the dude's got a style and he's sick at it. So I love him. I love him. So that's my top single for 2020 right now.
My number one single for 2020, I'll make it short, sweet, to the point. I think that it's kind of obvious. It is Spearbox Holy Roller.
And when I die, you will pray for me.
Wow. We agreed on a lot of stuff. This is weird.
And like the
we
exact,
have opposite tastes in a lot of things.
Yeah, this
too.
is very
It's
strange.
This is
Like I'm the black sheep of this thing
I
here.
know.
I was expected to be the black sheep of this.
I was like lined up here like Derek's gonna be all the black sheep. Screw
Derek's
this
gonna be
guy.
like- Derek's
Why
gonna
did
be
we
like,
invite him? And now it's like, why did we invite Adam?
Yeah.
Mr. Underground over here. What band is that? They got 200 monthly listeners, dude.
Bro, check 'em
200.
out.
It's a lot of what Derek said, man. Holy Roller. It's a lot of what Adam said too. Holy Roller is it's not anything crazy. It's down 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 down.
That's not how it goes, but that's okay.
That's exactly how it goes. That is 100%. How does it go then?
I gotta play it on guitar. I can't do it with my mouth.
He's on a mouth riff. Close enough.
Whatever.
No, it's
Anyways, I love this song. I mean, it's just it's not a long song, which definitely helps, but Courtney's vocals are just
So good, man.
relentless.
Oh,
And the drops are sick, and there's all the electronic parts of the shimmering like.
You learned one plugin name, and all you say is shimmer now.
Well, it sounds like
Guy
I know
learns one
something now,
plugin name,
guys.
and everything's a shimmer.
Well, it sounds like it's like a
It is, huh?
shimmer.
It is,
That's what it
though.
is.
It's what it is.
Just
but
messing with you.
But-
No, they used some cool symphony, strings. I don't know if it's like a stand-up bass, but the dun 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 dun. Like that's
Yeah.
not electronic. That's like orchestral stuff.
Yeah, they
and
just
it may
add
be
in-
it may be MIDI, but
Right, they just add in a lot of cool stuff,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
like it.
short, sweet, heavy,
to the point.
and it's I just love it.
that's a great example of a song that just hits so hard, but is just so freaking simple.
Yeah, exactly.
From a riffage standpoint,
And those are the hardest ones to write.
it's true.
And it's so true.
Ugh.
Okay, let's move into our top albums now.